that 7C is not Hardin's Creek 15, I don't know what it is. And I'm not going to lie.
It's got to be.
If I ever find another Hardin's Creek 15, I'm buying it. I don't care if it puts me in the doghouse. I don't care what. It is amazing.
Don't you like that? That was almost not even a submission. We're going to be surprised.
Oh, I'm excited. I don't even know. Like, I haven't looked at anything yet, so I'm excited. All right. So, welcome back to part 2. If you didn't watch part 1, it was entertaining. But really, we know what you all came for, which is part 2. The ranking of our top 8 plus 8, 16 bourbons of the year. Yeah, we do random numbers because who wants to put top 25 and get the YouTube algorithm to make their video go viral? Not this guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell you where they fell, and I've got a cheat sheet that my wife put together for me. Chuck's got a cheat sheet that his fiance put together for him, because when I say fiance, I suddenly cross a French and Texan. Don't ask me why. It just happens. And it'll be entertaining. I'm excited. I have no idea how these came out. There's going to be some surprises without a doubt, I am sure. So let's do it.
I have the spreadsheet.
Yeah.
So,
all right. And I'm going to
going
continue
last to
drink.
first. Number 16 is your number 7, TJ.
All right. My number 7. In last place is Larceny Barrel Proof.
Ooh.
Oh.
Sorry, Heather.
If you watched the previous video, I thought our number 2 could have been this Larceny Barrel Proof. So,
yeah, you're
trust
picking
Chuck
up
more than me.
Little dough, ethanol, sweet apple, cherry, long burn, grain, and oak. Let's see what Chuck said about it. I rated it 3s across the board. Sweet nose, maple syrup, ethanol, heavy ethanol, some grainy sweet. It was the grainy sweet, I think, and then honey graham cracker in the palate. Just didn't trip our trigger.
Yeah.
And it continues. The Larceny Barrel Proof for me continues to be pretty mediocre. And next, number 15 is 5T.
You notice a trend. I send bad bourbon.
There's no winners or losers here. Only the bourbons are winners or losers.
Oh, this is a surprise.
Don't tell me.
Oh, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C922. Holy cow. So I would just like to say the dark horse I threw in is the Fusion series, and it's already took down 2 heavy hitters, which is crazy stuff.
Did you say heaven hitters? Was that a slip of the tongue?
Heavy hitters. But we go with heaven hitters. That's a good slip of the tongue. Good job, sir. Yeah. All right, what's the next bourbon I sent that didn't meet quality control?
And this, I mean, that's interesting. Both of us really didn't care for that C922. That's surprising. We're obviously huge Elijah Craig Barrel Proof fans.
Oh, I love it.
Shockers. All right, next is 8, TJ.
8.
3.
One of these days we'll get one of Chuck's.
You know, Brian's not here, so somebody had to bring it in the bottom. Sorry, Brian.
All right, there's 8.
We missed you.
Maker's Mark Community Batch. Interesting.
This one, let's see, because I thought I had pegged you on a Maker's. Let's see if well-rounded nose, light overall but balanced, honey, quite a bit of barrel char, finishes the char mostly. No, I didn't pick up.
Yeah,
didn't say Maker's. Okay, Dr.
And
Pepper and Oak for you.
Yeah, that's interesting because I always get cherry cordial. I cannot stress this enough for everyone watching this, and they're laughing at us. Do it. Laugh at us. That's why we do these videos, actually. But doing things blind in a series and doing things blind on its own, which is what we did. We took we gave each one its own individual appreciation, which is, I think, the reason your 4 Roses is going to do really well, because 4 Roses usually in a blind with other things doesn't do well because it's so different. It is hard to narrow down what something is, and depending on what you've had, everything like that, things change. but it makes it so much more fun. Cannot stress that enough.
For sure. That was TJ. I credit you with pushing us to do it this way. And it's definitely, I think it leads to the most unbiased best of whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
Best of bourbon in this case. Coming in at number 13. This is a surprise one because both TJ and I thought the best one that we chose was this. So coming in at 13 is Hardin's Creek.
Whoa.
From Jim
Oh,
Beam.
man. I don't even know what we chose as number one now. I am super excited.
Yeah, I thought that was our number one for sure.
I did too.
Wow.
Because I was like, man, I'm going to buy another bottle if I see it. I don't care if I get put in timeout by the wife or anything. Now I'm like, nope, not going to buy another one.
Nope.
I mean, it's good.
Yep.
Dang.
This one, shout out to our Patreon. This was we reached out to them to say, hey, what of the bottles that we've tasted this year deserve to be in the best of? This was their recommendation. So certainly deserving, but not our best of. So stay tuned.
All right, what's next?
4 of yours.
4. And what place is this?
This is 12.
12th place. All right, number 4, Lucky 714. Man, we're just killing all the what I thought would have been the heavy hitters. This is crazy sauce.
Yeah, I thought the one that made the top 4 from you, I thought that could have been the Lucky 7. Just I was getting aged Kentucky is kind of what I call it. Just that classic bourbon oak. I thought that could have been Lucky 7. So that's a surprise. And number 11 is my 2. Oh, shoot. So number 2 is Four Roses OBSF. So coming in at 11 is the Four Roses that we thought. Yeah. That means I know what this one is now, but because there's a similar candy sweet / floral note on 2 of these.
To be fair though, I tasting them individually, that Four Roses did way better than it would do in a blind flight, and that is a good Four Roses.
You rated it straight 4s across the board out of 5. Your first palate note was yum.
Yes, I remember.
I assume you meant yum and not yam because that's a weird tasting.
Yum.
Note.
I was just that was one of the ones I just tried. And I was like, he only sent me a sample vial. I needed the bottle.
Yeah, geez. I think he just used a thesaurus or a bourbon taste generator here. Cocoa, oak, caramel, charcoal, yum, caramel, vanilla, cherry, plum, spicy, oak, cherry leather, tobacco. Reminds me of a dusty. Actually, both of us rated it straight 4s across the board. So that is a very solid bourbon. All right. And number 10. So we're into the top 10 here.
All right, here we go.
TJ's number 2.
Keep losing out. I'm not going to have any cards left. Rebel Yell. So that is the 10-year, which is really a 13-year. Man, my Booker's is going. My Fusion series is going strong. I just want to bring that note in.
Wow. Just looked like it lacked a little bit on the finish. Both of us loved the nose and palate, and then it just kind of it was a decline,
which kind of makes sense for 100 proofer and a weeder. So,
yep. Number 9 is your number 6.
Booker's 2022 Fred's pick. There we go. Just like to say, again, putting in my Fusion series as a blind horse, best decision ever.
Still in there. It's still top 10.
It could be the number 2 of the year. I'm just saying.
It could be. I don't think it is, but it could be. Number 9 is 1 from you. Sorry, number 8. That's number 8.
Bardstown Fusion. I'm going.
So that means TJ has 1 more remaining. The rest of them are mine.
Yep.
So coming in at number 7 is my 6, Calumet 16.
Oh, and you thought that was higher up now.
Sorry, Derek. That one man, I thought that was you did not rate it well. You said Dickel. You were wrong, sir. I had this as my number one, or tied with my number one. So Derek, my evaluation was still true and consistent. Just I can only do so much with my co-host. So yes, what we were saying earlier, I think still holds true. If you're chasing Buffalo Trace, just go buy yourself a Calumet 16.
Yeah, I mean, it still made our top 10, and just watch the videos. Try a couple bourbons. If you agree with my palate, don't buy it. If you agree with Chuck's palate, buy it. There you go. Super simple. Like, comment, subscribe. Move on.
Tell TJ's wrong. Okay, moving on. Number 6 is my number 8, Lucky 7. So we're Lucky 7. We were huge fans of both of our barrels. They were both a little bit different, but they didn't crack the top 5. Here we go. Top 5 best bourbons of the year. So this is the last one that wasn't in our blind. There was a clear top 4, so we chose to do the blind of the top 4. So number 5 is number 3, which is the Old Bones. So that is interesting. That is a 15-year
Jim Beam,
Jim Beam that beat out Hardin's Creek. Yeah. TJ, you had that ranked as your number 3.
It was delicious.
That's interesting. I had it all the way down to number 10. Okay.
I can only do so much. Just saying.
And then number 4. Actually, I need to change these. So number 4 was number 4, which is the Hirsch 6-year. So that's
wish I could have found one of those. Sad day.
I don't even know what I paid for it. It was in one of those combined packs, and I just said, after hearing the rave reviews, I was just like, "Yep, gonna buy it." Yep. So probably paid too much, but it's delicious. It's different, very different. It reminds me a lot of the Four Roses with that floral sweet. It's one of those. I think in a blind it didn't do great here, but I think it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Number 3 is number 5, which is Barrel 33.
That did really well.
I'm glad. We were pitching this pretty early once we tasted it as a potential Bourbon of the Year candidate. Certainly lived up to its hype.
Oh, yeah.
Probably the best barrel batch since the 20s, I think. So,
I bought a backup. I've never bought a backup of a barrel product ever. I bought a backup of this, and I've been like, I probably need to buy a backup of my backup. Just saying.
So I just want to acknowledge where we are. This is like a video record that we'll have for years and years to come. If we go back in the Power Bourbon catalog, TJ was not a barrel batch fan. He said,
I was not.
I might buy one someday, but I haven't found one worthy of purchasing yet. So Barrel, you finally did it.
Yeah.
You've made TJ a believer.
Which there's only one way to bring in the New Year's, and that's drinking Barrel New Year's. And we're going to have an episode. Chuck's coming over because we always celebrate the New Year's together, and we're going to pop that New Year's 2023. So make sure you're looking for that. I'm just going to let you know now. I haven't even opened it up, but after trying batch 33, you should just probably buy a bottle. Just saying.
For sure.
But we'll let you know on New Year's if you should.
Are we ready for number 2, TJ?
I know what it is.
Do the reveal. This is your highest ranking bourbon submission of the year. Came in number 2.
You were correct, sir. It is the Knob 18. I'm glad I have a backup.
So if anybody can do math or just looked at what we both submitted, we know what the final number 1 is. It is the 140 proof Elijah Craig Barrel Private Selection from AJ's Liquor in Mahomet, Illinois.
Oh my, that thing is special. And I've had a couple Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs picks because I'm an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof fan. One, I would have never, ever guessed that was an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Two, that thing is amazing. How old is it? You said 9 years?
9 years.
It drinks like a 15 plus bourbon.
And it doesn't drink like 140 proof.
No. Mm-mm.
That is incredibly complex. It tastes older than 9 years.
Yep.
That is, again, the beauty of a single barrel, right? So Elijah Craig just came out with these private barrels recently, in the last year, right?
Yeah.
And initially I was wondering if this was just their excuse to release younger barrels. But I'm a believer. So it gives us an opportunity to really taste some of the uniqueness of the barrels that go into those larger batches that we love. That, the batch C was in this, certainly worthy. But wow.
Yeah.
That's a surprise.
And that also goes to show, like, find a local liquor store that you like and you trust and buy their single barrels, because you're going to find something special like that. It may not be an Elijah Craig. It may be like a Maker's Mark. It may be something else, but it's going to be special.
16 worthy bourbons, honestly. I think the Fusion gets the up and comer award. That's definitely the best from their releases of the Fusion series.
And it's going to end. No more.
Oh, just when they're getting good.
Well, that's why they're switching to the Origin series, which is 100% their product. Yes, I will be buying those, and we will be reviewing them next year. So,
TJ, it's been fun. This kind of caps up our bourbon for the bourbon journey for 2022. Seen a lot, drank a lot. Love the community and appreciate everybody that follows us, contributes, comments, likes, subscribes.
Yeah, you guys are the best. You're the reason we can do this. And no matter where you are, what your price range is, anything like that, you can find something in our top 16 and you're going to enjoy it. But yeah, thanks for everything. Thanks for the support. I'm not tired of video editing yet. Chuck's not tired of staying up past his bedtime. So we're going to keep doing this. And soon we will have our doctor back and hit this thing running.
I don't think his head will be big enough for the screen.
Oh, gosh. It'll be terrible. But yeah. So thanks for everything, guys. And cheers. We'll see you next time.
Stay neat.
And for the man who's not here, Power of Bourbon.